I let the wheel decide my $1 million investment, and you're about to see if it was genius or complete madness. Welcome back to episode 10 of Starting from $0 in Farming Simulator 25. We've built up quite the operation so far, and now we're at a point where I can make some serious investments. We have 6 options on this wheel: playground maker, canning factory, goats, sheep, solar collectors, bees, and grass fields. I'll need to spin multiple times since some of these won't reach $1 million on their own. Let's see what the wheel chooses for our first investment. And we land on playground maker. Honestly, I have no idea what to expect from this one, but the wheel has spoken. Let's see if this turns out to be genius or a complete disaster. It's January, and as usual, I had to check on my livestock, cement factory, and greenhouses. But today is special. We're about to make the wheel's first choice, and I'm genuinely nervous about this one. I went to purchase the playground maker for $150,000, having absolutely no clue what I was getting myself into. Here's what I discovered. The playground maker produces toy tractors, and it only requires 2 materials: planks and long planks. Since I'm not doing forestry and don't have these materials, I have to buy them from the warehouse. To produce just one toy tractor, you need 8,400 planks and 2,016 long planks. So I went straight to the warehouse and purchased materials for the entire year. $389,500 for 51,000 liters of planks and 13,000 liters of long planks. Since the production doesn't use round numbers like 8,000 liters exactly, I had to purchase an additional 1,000 liters to keep production running smoothly. Altogether, this first wheel investment cost me $539,500. After transporting all the materials to the playground maker, I let the production run. And here's the part that completely shocked me. One toy tractor generates $150,000 and takes 2 months to produce. That's $900,000 in revenue every single year. Take that $900,000 minus our investment of just under $540,000, and we're looking at $360,500 of pure profit from this production. And this is only because I play on easy mode. On normal or hard difficulty, this would be completely different. But here's the crazy part. In the second year, when the production is paid off and we only need to buy materials, we're looking at $500,000 of pure profit for doing absolutely nothing. The wheel might have just given us the best investment in Farming Simulator 25. Moving on, I sold all the silage bales we made last month and generated $84,000. I think I forgot to fertilize the grass fields, which is why I got fewer silage bales than expected. Either I forgot to fertilize or harvested too early, but lesson learned. This time, I won't forget. I hired an AI worker to fertilize Field 11 and Field 84 immediately. Next, I had to feed the pigs since they were running out of food. And that marks the end of January with our first wheel-chosen investment set and running. Straight to February. I did my morning routine and checked on the playground maker to see how our wheel investment was performing. You can see the stages of the toy tractor being made, and in the bottom right corner it shows the percentage completion, which is actually pretty cool. With nothing major happening in February, we're jumping to March where I sold 125 pigs for $92,300. I realized afterward that I made a mistake. I thought they would reproduce the next month and I was making room for baby pigs, but that wasn't the case. Mistakes happen and we learn from them. I could have easily quit and restarted, but that's not the point. If I make a mistake, I'll own it and share it with you so you don't make the same error. 2 months have passed since the playground maker started running, and it finally produced our first toy tractor, generating our first $150,000. The wheel's first choice is already proving to be incredible. After that, I accepted a stone-picking contract for $5,500. I also realized another mistake. I was producing cement bags instead of cement bricks in my cement factory. Cement bricks actually generate an additional $1,000 per month. That's $12,000 per year I was losing. So I switched to cement bricks and sold all existing cement bags for $38,800. With the pigs eating more food, Field 36 alone couldn't keep up with feeding both chickens and pigs. So I invested in Field 37, right above Field 36. I also bought Grass Field 12. And you'll see why this was strategic in just a moment. Time to let the wheel decide our second investment. Let's see what the wheel chooses next. And we get sheep. Interesting choice, Wheel. This is going to require some serious preparation since sheep only eat grass or hay. Good thing I just bought that grass field. April arrived and I had to prepare for our Wheel's second choice. I went to field 37 to cultivate it and hired an AI worker to plant sorghum, the only crop I can plant at this time that both chickens and pigs can eat. Next, I mowed the grass on field 12. Since sheep need grass or hay, I had to buy another baler specifically for grass bales. I only had one for silage bales before. After baling the grass and transporting it to my farm, I executed the Wheel's second investment. I spent $97,000 on the sheep barn and another $15,600 on the sheep themselves. Including the grass field and new baler, this Wheel-chosen investment cost me $299,700 total. 2 investments down, and we're getting closer to that $1 million mark. With the sheep investment complete, I focused on some contract work. A fertilizing contract for field 77 popped up for $9,600, which I couldn't resist. I noticed the pigs had produced a lot of slurry, so I tried buying a slurry tanker to save money on solid fertilizer. But the spreader only held 8,200 liters and would take forever on large fields. The bigger ones required tractors I don't have, so I sold it back and stuck with solid fertilizer. That wrapped up April with 2 Wheel investments running successfully. May started with the usual checks on all productions and livestock. I focused on my grass fields, mowing, windrowing, and baling for silage. I completed 2 contracts and bought 5,000 liters of pig food since the pigs were running low. June brought great news. The pigs finally reproduced. I checked on the sheep, chickens, and all productions to ensure everything was running smoothly. The most important task was harvesting field 36's barley because the pigs and chickens desperately needed food. I managed to harvest around 32,000 liters of barley. I baled the straw afterward and between contracts, sold more silage bales. I finished June just above $1,500,000. We've had great success with the playground maker, and the sheep are settling in nicely, but we need one more investment to reach our $1 million goal. Time for the Wheel to make its final decision. And our final investment is solar collectors. I've actually done these before, so I know they're solid investments. I bought 2 collectors costing $187,000, bringing our total investment across all 3 Wheel choices to $1,026,000. We've officially hit our $1 million investment goal. Now I want your opinion in the comments. Should I calculate the grass field and baler as part of the sheep investment cost or separate? If separate, I could buy additional solar collectors. Let me know what you think. July brought a major decision that had nothing to do with the Wheel. I purchased all the remaining grass fields on the map. I'm going all in on silage bales as my own side investment. The rest of July was pure grind mode. I was multi-managing with 3 active contracts almost constantly. 1 worker harvesting canola, another on peas, a third on spinach, while I transported crops to selling points. When 6 p.m. hit and contract work ended, I loaded my trailer with cement bricks and sold some to the Grain Elevator Museum for $31,600 and the rest to the farmer's market for $29,000. That's episode 10 of Starting from $0 in Farming Simulator 25. The Wheel made some absolutely incredible choices. If you enjoyed watching the Wheel decide my financial future, smash that like button and subscribe for more episodes. Should I let the Wheel decide my next major investment too? Let me know in the comments. And if you want early access to videos like this one, consider becoming a channel member for exclusive perks.